Well, it's a beautiful day in Omaha after a magical night in the College World Series for Tennessee. It's 12-11, come from behind win complete over FSU, making for its first opening game win of the College World Series since 1995. But the switch for Tennessee came when they leaned into their motto of do it, lose, play, lose. A spectacular ninth inning followed. I'm Paige Dower, and this is the Field Pass. And well before the ninth inning, Christian Moore was having an historic night. By the sixth inning, he cranked a home run ball 440 feet dead center to become the first player in 70 years to hit for the cycle. This is Moore talking about his performance after the game.
The whole game, the only mindset I have is to win. Get on base for my team, set the tone. I have really good hitters behind me, so I just want to get on for them. So really, to be honest, didn't really know I did it. I was just so hyper-focused on, winning and just that next task. And I guess
Christian Moore was 5 of 6 from the plate, 4 runs off those 5 hits, and Kavares Sears after the game joked that sometimes he has to keep Christian Moore humble, but last night wasn't one of those times.
My best friend since we've been here, so sometimes I give him his credit, but I keep him a little humble, but this is probably one of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
And by the ninth inning, we saw his relentless mindset at the plate. There's 1 on, Cannon Peoples, and 2 outs, while Christian Moore was at the plate in the bottom of the ninth. And we saw that relentless mindset showing as he's looking over to his dugout saying, let's fight, let's fight. Christian Moore kind of highlighted where he gets that mentality from.
Maybe, just want to fight, down to my last strike there with 2 outs. Just want to fight. It's a battle. Me versus him, mano a mano, and, I guess I won that one.
And that performance by Moore has left his teammates in awe.
Honestly, if I told you I was surprised I'd be lying. I mean, that guy's amazing. He's the reason why we're here right now.
It was incredible. I mean, I was in the bullpen for that home run, and then I saw on the video board it said like 102 off the bat, and I was like, there's no way. Like, it was just like we were kind of keeping it chill down there. There was no reason to stress. There was no reason. We were just having fun.
24 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4, $29,743. A 2024 T250 low roof cargo van, $51,955. 24 model Ford F-150 4x4 crew cab, $46,929. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
So Christian Moore becomes just the second player in the College World Series to hit for the cycle, and he's the third ball in as many years to also go for the cycle. But when we take a look at the ninth inning, it has some similarities to that Game 2 against Evansville, where Tennessee tried to mount a late game rally. But this one felt a little different. You've got Christian Moore and Cannon Peoples on the bases. You got Blake Burke at the plate battling. It's a 3-2 count. He singles it up the middle just around the pitcher, and that clears the bases. And it's a tie ball game after that single by Blake Burke. Up next is Dylan Dreiling, and he laces it deep to left field, right in the gap. And that walk-off gives Tennessee its first walk-off on the season, keeps Tennessee alive. But it's also a new experience for Tennessee and the ability for them to say that they've been in that situation before and they've come out on the other side of it, giving them confidence for the remaining of the College World Series.
I feel like that whole rally was magical. I mean, the only way to put that is definitely on the best stage in college baseball, and that meant the world to us. And it just shows us that we can compete whatever score.
But let's not forget what started that inning. It was Kavares Sears crushing the pitch deep to center field for a triple, going off the wall just out of reach of the center fielder's mitt. He puts on his track shoes and flies to third base to get that inning started for Tennessee, highlighting what he's been doing since postseason started and a performance that his teammates called brilliant.
He's been amazing to watch, especially being in the same lineup as, but he's not the only one. Like I said earlier, Dylan and Burke and Simo and everybody else, they've been hitting the ball well too. So.
And of course, part of the reason Tennessee was even needing to have a late game rally was because the arms were struggling for Tennessee. The defense looked rushed. They were making errors that they usually don't. So by the time Nate Snead got to the mound, his job was just to slow things down and lean into their motto of do it loose.
I think you turn a couple of those errors around. I feel like it's a whole different ball game, but I mean, they're in the past now, so you can't really change it. So, but I think going in there, slowing the game down, kind of just doing what you do, taking that breath when you need to, and just settling in was a really big part of the game. So
throughout the game, it was evident how much Tony Vitello took to heart the idea of playing with house money to be loose. You know, he's giving the finger guns when his guys are coming out of the bullpen. He's loose in his pregame speech. He's trying to stay cool, calm, and collected in the dugout, and it's that type of energy, whether he's playing it cool or he shows frustration when a call doesn't go their way, that the team really feeds off of.
He does a really good job keeping us loose. I think he takes a lot of pride in it because one of our mottos is do it loose, kind of just go out there and just be loose. No need to be tense out there. So.
Litton's in Fountain City, proud supporters of Tennessee athletics. When you're hungry, remember Litton's for the best burgers and the best desserts in town.
And after the game, Vitello says, how can he not be confident in his team when you look at the players that are on the team?
We were getting ready to go out in the dugout. I was just kind of looking around the room and had a sense of comfort. Just because looking at the group of guys that we were about to go do battle with, felt pretty dang good about it. And I think we knew we were going to do battle with a very offensive team, as you saw.
And it's that energy that certainly bled into the bottom of the ninth inning as Tennessee was making its comeback, and Tony Vitello and Nate Snead are anxiously watching from the dugout.
It was pretty spectacular. I mean, I was standing right behind him. I was kind of pretty superstitious, so I was kind of standing in the same spot with holding my glove and a ball the same way the whole time. But I mean, he was pretty fired up, and I saw him bouncing around up and down like the same 3 steps like the whole inning, but he kept his composure pretty well and had a lot of fun with it.
So Tennessee gets its first walk-off of the season, its first opening game win since '95, and they stay on the winner's side of the bracket. Nate Snead says that first win is a crucial win because it keeps a lot of external pressure off of them.
The game one's the most important one. I mean, if you lose the first one, then you got to worry about losing the next. Like the next one, you have to win from here on out if you lose the first one. So having a little bit of leverage and that competitiveness to us is really big.
So Tennessee gets the day off as the other side of the bracket plays its opening games of the College World Series. Tennessee returns to Charles Schwab Field to take on UNC in the second round of the CWS. But we have so much more content coming up this week and what the team will be up to in their off days and other post-game reports. We might hear from Jimmy Himes later this week as well. But don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the content that's up and coming throughout the week.